Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at cybersecurity as a career and thought, this is just too overwhelming? Expensive boot camps, long degrees, certifications that sound confusing? It almost feels like the door is closed unless you're already in the industry. But here's the truth I want you to know. You don't need thousands of dollars to start building real, practical cybersecurity skills. Right now, in 2025, there are world-class courses you can take for free, taught by Google, Cisco, Harvard, IBM, and even the world's biggest cybersecurity association. And stick with me till the end, because I'll reveal how you can grab a professional certification, one that usually costs over $200, completely free. This one certification alone can change the way employers look at you. Okay, let's start first course offered by Google. Imagine waking up on day one and being dropped straight into a simulated security team. No fluff, just tools, tasks, and real problems. This is a 170-hour, 8-course curriculum built like an apprenticeship. You'll spend most of your time inside virtual lab environments, so you get comfortable with the daily work of an entry-level security analyst. You'll do command line hunting, launch a Linux environment, open a bash shell, and use command line tools to comb through log files, hunt for signs of malicious activity, and perform basic system hardening. You'll get your hands dirty with database forensics, writing SQL queries to slice and dice security data, looking for unauthorized changes or suspicious patterns inside a relational database. When it comes to incident detection, you won't just read about SIEMs, you'll actually use them. Expect hands-on labs with Splunk and Google's Chronicle SIEM, where you'll analyze massive datasets and learn to spot the exact moment an incident began. And in the automation module, you'll write Python scripts that do real security work parsing firewall logs, processing threat intelligence feeds, and automating repetitive tasks so you can scale investigations. So this program isn't about certificates that sit in a drawer. It wants you to build proof that you can do the work. That shows up as tangible projects. A comprehensive final project that simulates an entire incident response lifecycle. You'll follow a real security playbook, investigate an alert, contain the threat, and document the remediation. The whole investigative story, start to finish. There's also a hiring pathway baked in. Finish the program and you gain access to Google's employer consortium, over 150 companies, including Google, Target, T-Mobile, Deloitte, etc., that actively hire from this certificate. The curriculum also aligns with CompTIA Security Plus, and the program even gives you a discount toward that exam, meaning you can leave with 2 recognized credentials instead of 1. Do not treat this like a sprint. The volume of hands-on labs is intense, and binging through the first module is a fast track to burnout. The smarter approach is a steady cadence. Plan 7 to 10 hours a week, consistently. Treat it like a part-time job, and you'll finish and retain what you learn. This is the program for the dedicated career switcher or the recent graduate who wants a structured A to Z path into security analyst work. If you're willing to commit the time and stick to a steady schedule, this is effectively the gold standard for getting jobs. Now, I know exactly what some of you are thinking. Wait a minute, the Google course is on Coursera. I went there and they asked for my credit card for a monthly subscription. Is this a clickbait? That's a fair question, but I promise you it's not. There is a hidden way to access the learning content of this course and others on Coursera for free. At the end of this video, I will give you the exact step-by-step instructions on what to click to bypass that subscription wall and start learning. Stick around for that. Google's certificate is a full roadmap to a new career. But what if you just want to see if this field is even for you? What if you only have one weekend? Cisco has you covered. Picture this. Instead of slogging through boring definitions, you're pulled straight into interactive labs and simulations. In just 6 hours, this course starts rewiring how you think about security, not as theory, but as a mindset. You'll run through hands-on attack analysis, spotting phishing attempts, dissecting fake websites, and seeing the instant consequences of clicking the wrong link. You'll move into encryption experiences, using browser tools, scrambling and unscrambling data yourself, watching the mechanics of encryption and hashing unfold right before your eyes. And then you'll focus on security for the self, learning how to lock down your own devices, protect your personal data, and guard your privacy before expanding those same principles to larger systems. Cisco isn't just another name. This is the company that literally built the backbone of the internet. Their perspective gives this course a unique credibility. You'll gain a network-centric foundation. Cisco ties every abstract security concept like confidentiality and integrity, directly to real-world risks businesses face. It also comes with a zero-cost, real credential, a free shareable certificate, and digital badge from the Cisco Networking Academy. That's something you can put on your resume. And most importantly, it lays out a clear career path. This isn't a one-off. It's a stepping stone into Cisco's broader programs, like Cybersecurity Essentials or even their Junior Cybersecurity Analyst track. Don't just hit play and drift off. Because the course is short, it's tempting to binge watch it passively like a YouTube playlist. The true value lies in doing the exercises. Run the simulations, answer the quizzes, and practice what you learn. For example, after the module on network security, check your own Wi-Fi settings at home. That's where it clicks. This one is designed for the absolute beginner. If you're a high school student curious about cybersecurity, a professional from a non-tech field, or simply someone who wants to finally understand how online security really works without a massive time investment, this course is the perfect starting point. Now, before I get into the next few courses that could literally fast-track you into an entry-level cybersecurity role, I need you to hit that subscribe button. I upload videos every week on cybersecurity, tech, skills, and careers that will shape your future in 2025 and beyond. Okay, the next stop on our journey is IBM's cybersecurity course. Think of this as your first real apprenticeship inside a security team. Over about 100 hours, spread across 4 courses, IBM trains you to operate like an enterprise security analyst. Everything happens in practical virtual labs where you sharpen your skills in both Windows and Linux. You'll enforce the principle of least privilege in action, stepping into the shoes of an IT administrator, creating new users, and systematically removing unnecessary access with command line tools so sensitive files stay protected. In the offense to defense workflow, you'll perform a SQL injection against a vulnerable web form, entering malicious code to break past the login. Then you'll pivot roles, patch the hole, and implement secure coding practices to lock it down. And in the incident response simulation, you'll be dropped into a simulated breach, tasked with investigating and reporting what went wrong using industry and open source tools. The same way real-world security analysts do it every day. IBM doesn't just train you in commands and configurations, it anchors every lesson in business and legal reality. The course is case study driven, pulling lessons from infamous breaches like Yahoo and tying them back to compliance frameworks like NIST, ISO 27001, and COBIT. This isn't abstract, it's a direct look at the technical and procedural failures that lead to disaster and what you could have done differently. On top of that, you get bridging theory and corporate security classes taught by IBM architects, security analysts, and distinguished engineers. They don't just show you the how of defending systems, they give you the language of governance, risk, and compliance, GRC, so you can speak the same vocabulary as industry professionals and leaders. Don't fall into the trap of skipping the labs. The lectures might make you feel like you get it, but the truth is, the skills that get you hired live in those hands-on labs. If you don't do them, you're walking away from 80% of the value. This specialization is tailor-made for IT professionals pivoting into security or career changers who want a deep technical foundation. It aligns tightly with industry certifications like CompTIA Security Plus and CYSA Plus. So it doubles as both training and exam prep. IBM shows you how to think like a defender, fixing vulnerabilities, running response drills, and operating in the trenches. But cybersecurity isn't just about responding to incidents. What about making strategic decisions when there's no obvious right answer? That's where Harvard steps in. Imagine walking into a classroom where the goal isn't just to teach you how to defend, but to teach you how to think about defense. That's Harvard's approach. This course is structured around 5 big areas that mirror the challenges cybersecurity professionals face every day. First, you'll start with securing accounts. Instead of just hearing that phishing is dangerous, you'll analyze how dictionary attacks, phishing attempts, and social engineering unfold. You'll also work with solutions like multi-factor authentication, MFA, password managers, and single sign-on, SSO, and see why these tools matter in practice. Then comes securing data. Here you'll step into the world of cryptography. You'll explore hashing, symmetric encryption, and asymmetric encryption, and learn how these mathematical locks protect both data stored on a device and data moving across a network. Next, securing systems. You'll get into the dynamics of network-level threats like distributed denial of service, DDoS attacks, and study how firewalls and proxies act as the first line of defense. In securing software, you'll zoom into the code itself. You'll learn about vulnerabilities like SQL injection and cross-site scripting, XSS. Then, practice principles for writing safer code that resists these attacks. Finally, preserving privacy. You'll look at how anonymization, de-identification, cookies, incognito mode, and virtual private networks, VPNs, shape the way information is tracked and protected online. The course ends with a practical project where you apply these lessons to demonstrate that you can balance usability and risk, a skill that separates real cybersecurity thinkers from checkbox defenders. This course is all about changing how you think. Instead of framing security as absolute safe or unsafe, Harvard teaches you that everything is relative. Every defense is a trade-off. Every risk is a calculation. You'll learn to weigh threats by likelihood and impact, not by simple labels. The scenarios and assignments are inspired by actual events, so you'll see exactly how modern attacks play out and how defenders respond. Completing the verified track earns you a Harvard X certificate, a strong addition to any resume, signaling both knowledge and strategic thinking. Don't let the Harvard name intimidate you. This course is absolutely designed for beginners. The real challenge isn't the technical workload, it's the mental shift. The content demands focus and reflection. Set aside distraction-free time to really grapple with the scenarios and exercises, because that's where the learning sticks. This is perfect for aspiring security leaders, managers, or anyone who wants to understand the big picture of cybersecurity strategy. If you're less interested in just running tools and more focused on how to make smart, risk-based decisions, this course gives you that perspective. Harvard sharpens your mind. But sometimes what you really need is a quick win and a community to keep you going. And that's exactly where Cybrary shines. Think of Cybrary as a fast-paced orientation, a 4-hour crash course that gives you just enough to stand on your feet in the cybersecurity field. It's designed to be quick, but still practical. Right from the start, you'll cover core concepts and compliance, learning the CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability, along with the basics of control frameworks like NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology. But this isn't just theory. Cybrary is big on bite-sized hands-on wins. After learning about network protocols, you'll analyze a packet capture file, PCAP, using a simple online tool, almost like a beginner-friendly version of Wireshark. You'll dig in to identify the source and destination IP addresses, the communication protocol being used, and whether the traffic looks normal or suspicious. It's the kind of small, interactive exercise that instantly builds confidence because you're doing real analysis, not just watching it explained. And then there are the career demos. You'll get quick peeks at what different cybersecurity roles look like, from a system administrator setting policies, to an incident responder checking alerts, to a penetration tester probing for weaknesses. It's like speed dating different job paths to see which one sparks your interest. Cybrary has always been about practical application plus community. That's what makes this free course a unique entry point. At the heart of it is their learn, practice, prove model. You'll watch short video modules that explain the core concepts and jump straight into exercises, puzzles, and labs to try it yourself. Then complete assessments and quizzes to validate your skills and track your growth. It's a cycle designed to keep you from just knowing about cybersecurity. You actually do cybersecurity. Don't rush through it. Because it's short, many people just keep clicking next until they see completed. But the real value isn't in finishing fast. It's in pausing, taking notes, and Googling terms you don't understand. Those moments are what turn a 4-hour video binge into a lasting foundation. This course is perfect for anyone who wants the fastest, lowest friction entry point to test whether cybersecurity excites them. It's also a great refresher for IT professionals who need to quickly get up to speed on cybersecurity vocabulary without a heavy commitment. Cybrary gets you oriented, quick wins, real practice, and a sense of where you might want to go next. But here's the truth. In 2025, you can't talk about security without talking about the cloud. And when it comes to the cloud, one name dominates: Microsoft. This isn't just another slide deck on cloud security. Microsoft drops you straight into a live, simulated cloud environment, aligning directly with the SC900 certification exam. From day one, you're not just hearing how Microsoft secures data, you're logging into the actual Azure portal, now part of Microsoft Entra ID, and doing it yourself. You'll start with hands-on cloud labs in a sandbox environment. That means you'll create security policies with conditional access. For example, writing an if-then rule that forces multi-factor authentication, MFA, if someone tries to log in from an unusual location. You'll dive into compliance with Microsoft Purview, applying sensitivity labels to documents, exploring Compliance Manager, and even testing insider risk management scenarios. And you'll get time in Microsoft Defender, watching threats pop up in real time and learning how to manage them from the portal security teams use. It's cloud security, hands-on, with the same dashboards and tools you'll see in an enterprise job. The strength of this course is how immediately relevant it is. Over 95% of Fortune 500 companies run on Microsoft Azure and Microsoft 365, which means the skills you gain here, especially around identity management in Entra ID and compliance in Purview, are in active demand. There's also the certification incentive. Completing the path often earns you a discount voucher, sometimes 50% off, for the official SC900 exam. That turns what's usually a $99 expense into a much more affordable way to grab a globally recognized credential. And everything you learn is grounded in the zero trust model, the modern principle of never trust, always verify. Conditional access becomes the engine that drives this mindset, giving you a foundation that fits perfectly into today's enterprise security landscape. Don't assume cloud security is something you can save for later. This is not an advanced afterthought. It's the front line of modern cybersecurity. If you skip this, you're skipping the part of the field that's growing the fastest. This course is a natural fit for anyone with basic IT knowledge, especially those in help desk or system administrator roles who want to pivot into cloud security. It's also great for career switchers who understand that cloud-first environments are where most jobs will be tomorrow. And now for the one I promised. The big one, a credential that normally costs $200, but that you can actually earn for free. This isn't just a course, it's a direct pathway to an official, globally recognized certification. The ISC Square Certified in Cybersecurity, CC, is designed as your very first professional credential, with both training and the exam bundled in. Thanks to the 1 Million Certified Initiative, ISC Square is offering free access to their official self-paced online training, plus a free exam voucher normally worth around $200 to help close the cybersecurity workforce gap. Inside the training, you'll study the 5 foundational domains every defender needs to master. Security principles, the fundamentals of how information security works, business continuity, disaster recovery, DR, and incident response concepts, how organizations prepare for and respond to crises, access controls concepts, the rules and technologies that determine who gets access to what, network security, protecting communication, traffic, and infrastructure, security operations, the day-to-day activities that keep systems running safely. The training uses adaptive learning technology, powered by AI. That means it automatically identifies where you're weak, drills you with practice quizzes, and even simulates exam-style scenarios, so that by the time you sit for the real thing, you'll already feel like you've been there. The real power of this certification is the brand behind it. ISC Square is the world's most respected nonprofit body in cybersecurity, the same organization that created the CISSP, widely considered the gold standard for senior security leaders. When ISC Square says you're certified, employers listen. Having CC on your resume tells hiring managers you've had your knowledge vetted by the most trusted name in the industry. Unlike most certifications, there are no prerequisites here. No prior job, no degree required. Just learn, train, and earn it. Don't fall into the trap of thinking free equals easy. This is a real, proctored exam with scenario-based questions. The biggest mistake is claiming your voucher and then procrastinating. The secret is this: as soon as you get your free voucher, book your exam date. That deadline becomes your best motivator. This course and certificate are for everyone starting out: students, career changers, IT staff, or anyone looking to break into cybersecurity. If you want a globally respected credential on your resume without spending a dime, this is the single best opportunity available today. And this is the certification I promised at the start. Normally, it's a $200 investment in your career. But right now, through ISC Square's 1 million certified program, it's completely free. I've put the official link in the description and pinned comment, so you can claim your spot before it's gone. Now, as promised, let me reveal the hidden way to unlock Coursera courses like Google's and IBM's without paying for a subscription. Coursera's model can feel tricky. You can learn for free, but they push you to pay for the certificate. Here's the step-by-step method to unlock free access. Step 1. Go to the main page for the entire professional certificate. Don't click Enroll yet. Step 2. Scroll down to the list of individual courses. Click on the first one. For example, Foundations of Cybersecurity. Step 3. On that course's page, hit Enroll for free. A pop-up will appear. Step 4. Ignore the free trial with a credit card. At the bottom of that pop-up, look for a tiny link that says Preview this course. Click that, and you now have free access to all the videos and readings. You'll need to repeat this for each course in the certificate, but it works. Here is the one last pro tip for a free certificate. If you just don't want to learn, but also want the official certificate for free, look for the financial aid available link on the individual course page. Write a short explanation of your career goals, and if approved, Coursera will unlock the full course, including assignments, exams, and the certificate at no cost. So there you have it. 7 free paths to launch your cybersecurity career. Google builds your SOC analyst toolkit. Cisco gives you a low-risk taste of the field. IBM lets you practice defending enterprise systems. Harvard teaches you to think like a CISO, keeping risk and reward in mind. Cybrary gives you a quick, confidence-boosting win. Microsoft makes you cloud-ready for the modern job market. And ISC Square gives you the professional certification that proves you belong. So which path are you going to take first? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you map out a 30-day plan to get started. And if you got value from this breakdown, subscribe and hit that bell. I'm here every week to help you build a cybersecurity career you can be proud of.